I live in a really hipster neighborhood. It's worked out for me, though. Hipsters are making all my clothes popular. One day I walked outside and Carhartt was a mainstream brand. No, that's insane, y'all. You don't understand that. Where I'm from, that's all we wore, my whole life. And growing up wearing Carhartt, I never put on overalls and thought, hell, the women are in trouble today, No, I'm finna show up and show out, No, I look like I was there to change their oil, And Carhartt used to be a brand where you could tell a lot about somebody. 5 or 6 years ago, if somebody was wearing Carhartt, you knew that they struggled with math, ate a lot of deer meat, You could tell. You'd see him coming. You go, this guy's going to want to talk about college football for sure. And now it's changed. You got people getting out of Teslas that look like Huckleberry Finn, man. How does that even happen? People working remotely looking like chicken farmers. It's mind-blowing.
Saw this commercial the other day for these chips. Nowhere in the commercial they tell you how good the chips taste. The whole commercial was to tell you that the bag is now easier to open. That's all they talked about in the whole, that bag is easier to open than it used to be. I didn't even know that was like, have I just been super strong? My whole life, because I'll tell you right now, open a bag of chips, that's nothing to me. Anytime I want chips, I'm just like, chips.
Not a farm guy. I'm a suburb guy. I'm a suburb guy, and I think a lot of people say the suburbs is like a soft life, like it's easy. It's not. It's tough. There's a lot of tough stuff. I had a problem at the Red Lobster the other day. It was serious. Here's what happened. My waitress thought that I was poor. I'm not, okay? I'm not rich. I'm not gonna stand up here and brag to you guys about how much money I make, but let's just say I can walk into a Red Lobster and get whatever, okay? I'm making that kind of cash. I'm pulling that down. I'm not saying every day, but I'm saying 2-3 times a month I can walk in there, and I'm not looking at the prices, okay? And not just during Lobster Fest. I'm saying on a regular Tuesday, I'm doing fine. And I was wearing my third best shirt. This is 6. I didn't look poor. Here's what happened. I go, I'll take the trout, and I want some asparagus. She goes, oh, sir, asparagus is a premium side. I was like, what does that mean? It's real good? She goes, no, it's extra. I was like, how much? She goes, $1.29. I was like, I can swing it. I'm gonna have to call my guy. We're gonna have to move some stuff around. Probably put off retirement for a couple years, but I want the asparagus. Matter of fact, I want 3 asparaguses, or three asparagus. What I'm trying to say is I can spare a guy, okay? I got plenty of guys. I'm gonna keep the girls, but
I am definitely white trash. I want to tell y'all what I think is the single most white trash thing about me. This is a 100% true story. So my parents got divorced when I was 7, and I know you're like, yeah, we figured. Can't believe they were married at all. But yeah, they were. They got divorced back then, early 90s, rural Tennessee. Parents get divorced. Mama just kind of got custody by default. That's just how it worked, So my mom got custody of us, but my dad was like, okay, but they're going to live with me, though. And the judge was just like, ain't you got a Camaro to work on or something? Just let her have them, bro. Right, but we lived with my dad, and because we lived with my dad, he didn't pay her any child support, because in his eyes, that was, and apparently that was is not a formally recognized legal defense for not paying child support, right? You can't just plead that's some bullshit, as it turns out. So my dad accumulated all this debt to the state over the course of his life. When he dies years back, I had to reconcile all that, which I didn't know was a thing, but it is in the right circumstances. For example, if you owe money to the state, it's like everything with money works the same way, really. It's like, how if you got a lot of money in the bank will give you more money for having all that money in the bank. But if you ain't got no money in the bank will charge you money for not having no money in the bank, right? It's like, Everything works that way with money, including inheritance. It's like if you're rich and your parent dies, you're sad, but you got a new lake house or the throne of England or whatever. Like there's upsides to it. You know, but if you're poor and your parent dies, you're poor plus they're poor. And I'm generationally poor, dude. I come from old no money. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. My friends see this. They become concerned. They're like, damn, man, who you owe money to? It's like, I got to pay his child support, man. They're like, heard that, but I thought you had both your kids. No, not on them, on me. I'm so white trash, I got to pay my own child support. And the worst part is I can't stand it so much. Always laying around my house, eating up my food, starting fights with my wife, talking shit about me in my own head. He sucks. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I finally get a call from the state of Tennessee one day. They're being very helpful. They're like, is there anything we can do to help? Like, are there any assets you can liquidate? And I was like, what? And they're like, is there any shit you could sell? I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, well, there's the house I grew up in where my Mima still lives. And they're like, that's perfect. So what you do is you sell that house, use the proceeds to pay us off, do with the rest as you see fit. And it all kind of clicked for me in that moment. And I was like, so you're telling me that I need to sell the house I grew up in where my Mima still lives so I can pay y'all my own child support? And she was like, can we call you back? And I got a call a couple hours later from her manager, and he was like, yeah, listen, don't worry about that. We wiped all that out. We took care of it. And that's the first time in my life that I was like, damn, maybe I am white.
When I am near the police, that's when my overthinking goes into overdrive. Like, my brain will remind me not to do things I would never think of doing. Every time I'm standing near a cop, a voice in my head just goes, don't touch their gun, don't touch their gun, don't touch their gun, don't touch their gun. Then you just stare at their gun the whole time. Now I'm like, I am in too deep. Why is my hand here? I'm very cautious around the police. I don't understand whenever people will like physically fight with the police. Because I think as a rule, you should never do battle with anything that is mainly known in plural. Right? The police always have reinforcements. That's why we call them the police and not a police. Whenever someone's like, yeah, I shoved a cop once, well, what happened next? The police came. It turns out they have radios. I'm a big overthinker. Sometimes I'll think too much about a particular word, then that word will start to bother me. Like, I don't like the word efficient anymore. I don't trust efficient. Because why does it need 2 F's to do the work of 1 F? Right? Come on, efficient. Be the change. The next time your boss is like, I need you to work more efficiently, you can be like, well, I need you to think about the words that you use and make sure they aren't stupid. Sometimes it goes the other way. Like, my new favorite word is the word horsepower. I love horsepower. Because that's what horses would chant if they were racist. Right? They go to a secret meeting in the field. I'm tired of all these donkeys taking our jobs. Horsepower.
So I've been living, like I said, I was born in Venezuela, but I've been living in the U.S. since I was 12. I moved here when I was to Maryland when I was 12. I grew up in the East Coast. So I've been living most of my life, but I still feel like I have like this third world country DNA in me. And by that I mean that when you come from a third world country, you're resourceful, like you solve problems quick, because shit doesn't work in a third world country. So you gotta find solutions. You just don't give up in life. For example, like if there's no hot water, heat it up. There's no manager you can call. And somebody's always gonna help you in a third world country, and they're always gonna say something like, "Let's see what I can do." Like that's the phrase, and that's everywhere because the other day I was at this bar, and the bartender was Cuban, and my girlfriend wanted a Diet Coke. So I go and talk to the bartender in Spanish. I was like, "Hey, bro, can I get a Diet Coke?" And the bartender realized that I was from Venezuela, so he's like, "Hey, bro, so we don't have Diet Coke, but what I can do is that I can give you some regular Coke and put some water on it." And I was like, all right. But that was the mindset, you see? Like he just didn't go like, "We don't have it." He's like, "No, we're gonna come up with a solution here. We're gonna solve this problem." Which, by the way, I would love to see this guy as a doctor, just doing the same thing, right? Right, back in Cuba, it's like, so welcome. So you need a blood transfusion. So your blood type is A positive. We don't have that. But what I can do is that I can give you some A negative and then add some B negative. Because 2 negatives make a positive, papi.
And now I don't do any of it. Now I don't do any of it anymore. I'm sober, married, monogamous, took anger management classes, court ordered, and so this is me now, and this is the only type of person my kids have ever known because it's been a long time since I drank. And so it's tough because when you have teenagers, you know that they get to a certain age and they start to think that they're cool and that you're not, which is a phenomenon because you raised them. You've known them their whole lives, and you know they're not cool at all. And you know that you are, and yet you gotta listen to them like, "Oh, Dad, you're so out of it. Dad, you don't get it. Dad, you don't know how to download." It's like, hey, you don't know me, motherfucker. You don't know who I was. I used to be very cool. You know when I stopped being cool? When you two were born. Before that, very cool. Way cooler than you will ever be. You know why you won't be as cool as I was? Because you're not being raised by an abusive, alcoholic parent. That's why. And that can change. You're not cool. What are you, 14? When I was 14, I was high at dinner. Every night. Look at you. You're not even high. I was baked out of my mind, laughing. Look at you all clear-eyed, normal. I used to get in a fist fight every day after school. You wear a helmet to ride a bicycle. When I was a kid, only the really good athletes got trophies. Now they're handing them out to the white kids, too. You don't know.
My dad has spent his whole life running from himself. His whole fucking life. What's going on? Get the car, get the dog. We're going to the beach now. Can relax, Dad. We're on holidays. We could be on holidays faster. Dad treats life like a race. It's like a job to get done. Get born, grow up, meet someone, get married, have kids, retire, dead. Good, done. Done, good. Life's done. Good. What's next? Looks like the afterlife needs a mow. Let's mow the afterlife. Let's get that job done. Dad never looks inward. He's just going, "You won't get me, life. I'm fucking going too quick to feel. You won't catch me." I wish I was like that, just running through life, leaving a wake of mentally ill children behind me.
I'm expected in my 40s to have a lot more money than I actually do. The advertisers assume you've got money to spare. They kind of know what year you're from, so they're like, "Hey, remember when you were a kid and you had a Nintendo and you gave it up and you got a Sega Genesis? Well, similarly, it's time to hop out of that Mercedes and squeeze into a new BMW." you're in your 40s. And I'm like, please, calm down. Please, I have a bus pass on me. And I know it has $14 on it because I'm using it. I have a reckless nightlife lifestyle. I eat junk food, I'm up late, I drink a lot. I'm here with all of you tonight. What do you think we're doing tonight? This is what it's like for me every night, okay? If I want to feel seen, I need advertisements that sound like they're for a luxury car commercial, but it's actually just for just junk food. Introducing the all-new Doritos D25i. A luxury snacking experience unlike any other in the impulse aisle. Expertly crafted with bespoke spices, xanthan gum sourced in the Alps mountains, and a sodium salt power of 150% of your recommended daily allowance. The Doritos D25i, with a surprisingly crunchy exterior and a sassy vitamin-rich interior. It'll have you reevaluating what is possible in a snacking chip experience. Drop into your Southern California Dorito dealer for a test taste today. Thanks, yeah. I'm ready to sell out. I've got the voice for it.
Every summer, my friends and I, we would go to the fair, go to the Midway. I'm sure you probably know, on the Midway, there's a sort of notoriously janky haunted house, right? So every year, my friends and I would go into this horrible, dilapidated haunted house, and we would roast it. You know what I'm saying? Just four boys criticizing the lighting, the set design, the acting, real bad boy shit. So yeah, it was our senior year. It was like one of those high school movies, kind of bittersweet. We were like, we're all going to different colleges. This might be the last time we roast this haunted house together. We gotta savor this moment. And we walk in, and they go way faster than me. So I'm by myself, just criticizing left and right. And I turn a corner, and this guy dressed up as a werewolf gives the worst performance you've ever seen in your life. He jumps out. This is legit. He was just like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, come on, dude. I was like looking at him through the holes in his mask. I was like, that was the worst werewolf I've ever seen. And I've been to a lot of these, okay? You really got to step it up. That was pathetic. And he f***ed me up. Like, he just kicked the shit out of me. It was crazy. He threw me against the wall. He's punching me in the ribs, slamming my head against the wall. Like, and you never expect that from a werewolf. I was getting beaten up, and people were walking by. I was begging people, passersby, get this werewolf off of me, please help me, I'm really getting hurt, help me. No one would help me, and it took me so long before I realized, of course no one's helping me, because they're turning the corner and they're just like, damn, they really stepped it up this year. That looked like a real werewolf attack. That little girl was really, really crying.
Hey, did you know that Botox was originally being invented to help people with cerebral palsy? It's a pretty cool thing, man. They were developing it. They were trying to find a way so that they could inject the muscles so that wouldn't do that. Well, but then somewhere along the way, they discovered that Botox also makes wrinkles go away. And then they were like, well, cerebral palsy. We could really be helping people. God forbid you had a crowfoot. The guy with the twisty arm can wait. I love that joke, man. Because I'm sure you can feel that weird vibe that kind of rolls across the room. What that is that's just all the people with Botox trying to frown. I guess all joking aside, what I want to know is, does he look younger? No crow feet on that.
So my wife cooks, is what I'm telling you. And I'm the snack man, all right? I love snacks. I love choosing snacks. I like offering snacks. I like eating snacks. I like all snacks. I do have a favorite snack. I do think the top snack in the world is popcorn. Popcorn's number one. It is on top, in my opinion, because of its versatility. First of all, you do anything with popcorn. Whatever mood you're in, popcorn's got you covered, right? You can put cheese on it, caramel. You take a left into Savory Town, or you can drive down the road to Sweetville. Popcorn's riding shotgun the whole time. You don't even have to eat it. You can put it on a string for a wedding in a trailer park. I believe that popcorn is so good that it's the reason why we all have microwaves. Because they're not good at anything else. General Electric should be digging up Orville Redenbacher and kissing him on the lips every weekend. He sold every microwave in rotation today. If you think I'm lying, go look at a microwave. What does the top left button say? Yeah, it says popcorn, all right? It's above the numbers. Do you understand? They're like, don't do math, that's for burritos. We know why you're here. Microwave popcorn was incredible. It changed the game. And I think the reason why microwave popcorn was so successful is because some people in this audience may be old enough to remember what it was like to make popcorn at home before the microwave. Yeah, it was like cooking meth. It was insane. It was quite literally the most dangerous thing you could do on a residential property. Parents would be like, get the kids out of the kitchen, I'm making popcorn out here. Turn their faces away from the oil. By the way, I'm pretty sure our insurance doesn't cover this, so if anything goes wrong, I was baking a pie, a corn pie. You all saw me. But we were willing to do it because popcorn's incredible. Now, I know there are people that disagree with me. They say, Ivan, popcorn can't be number one because it gets stuck in your teeth. And yes, it does get stuck in your teeth, and that feels bad, but that bad feeling is offset by how good it feels when you finally get it out of there. So popcorn, back on top, number one. In fact, now I love that it gets stuck in your teeth because now you've just postponed a good feeling for later on. And who among us couldn't use that in these dark, uncertain times? Think about it. Eat a bowl of popcorn, you watch your favorite movie, everything's going great, but then the movie's too long. You stayed up too late, it's a work night. Oh no. I don't have time to brush my teeth. I gotta go right to bed. So you go to bed, you put your phone away, turn the light out. Now the only light left in the room is your digital clock. Why do you still have one? You don't know, but there it is. Floating in the dark, taunting you with how little sleep you're gonna get. If only you couldn't do math at this hour, but you can. Your brain keeps running the numbers and it keeps coming up short. And for some reason, this wakes you up more. I don't know why our minds do this. They're like, I am not gonna get enough sleep. How can I sleep at a time like this? I better stay as awake as possible and rapidly categorize all possible future failings. And as your thoughts begin to collide with the jagged edge of tomorrow's responsibilities, your tongue begins to explore the crevices of your teeth. And all of a sudden you make contact with that old familiar kernel skin lodged in your back molar. You forgot it was there. Now it's all you can focus on. And you wish for a second that your tongue had an ounce more dexterity. Oh, if only I could come at it from another angle, but you can't. All you can do is push feebly on it in the same direction you already tried 30 times prior. You think, I'll get my finger involved. Finger is the master of dexterity. Finger will help. Finger can't help. Finger can't even find it. It's hopelessly lost. Keep touching it with the end of your tongue. It's right there, finger. Next, you try to help your stupid finger by counting your own teeth. Like a lunatic. How many do I even have? Okay, it's 3 back. Go, finger, go! But this doesn't work. You have to abandon your dumb hand altogether. Just when you think all hope is lost, just when you're dangling over the event horizon of permanent despair, you reach down deep and give it one more push. What the hell, why not? But this time it's different. This time it moves a little bit, New hope springs eternal. You give it a couple more pushes and it flies free. Oh, do you spit it out? Not yet. First, it's time for a tiny celebration inside your mouth. First thing you do is put the kernel skin onto the end of your tongue like a little hat. And then you slide it in between your top and bottom front teeth and give it a bunch of tiny, tiny bites. As it disintegrates, you receive a rush of serotonin and dopamine that is better than drugs. What other snack does that?
Second kid loves trucks. Very into the trucks. He's a veritable truck nut, you might call him. Really into trucks. And he doesn't have the language to explain to us how much he is into trucks. So he does something, I can only describe it as worshipful. The term adulation comes to mind. He'll see a truck and he'll go, ah! Ah! And if the truck moves, he'll move with it. Ah! Oh, you are my new God! I worship thee, truck! So we're like, Jesus, this kid loves trucks. Let's get him trucks. We got him all sorts of little toy trucks, and he'll sit and he'll play with them for hours, you know? On the carpet. It's just a little boy playing with his trucks, and it's beautiful. It's a Norman Rockwell painting. But it's also so heteronormative. Yeah, and it's 2023, and you're talking to a pretty woke-ass dad. And yeah, he might be into trucks now, but what if 6 months from now, he wants to have tea parties or dress up as a princess? Meanwhile, Dad's been shoving trucks down his throat since day one, like the patriarchy would, goddamn. I was like, I gotta diversify this kid's toy portfolio. I'm gonna get him a doll baby. He can play with the doll baby. He can play with the trucks. He'll learn that Dada loves him regardless. So I'm at Target looking for a doll baby for my truck-loving son. And I think when I thought about this transaction, which I didn't, not even once, but I imagine, if I pictured myself picturing it, I imagine myself just buying a white doll baby, because that's how much of a problem I am. And I'm walking through that aisle at Target. It's the United Colors of Benetton. They got black doll babies, they got Asian doll babies, Hispanic doll babies, Native American doll babies, and I just start going down the rabbit hole. I'm like, oh, of course you just think they only have white doll babies, you straight white piece of shit. You're the problem with this country. I'm just like this Ouroboros of liberal guilt spinning out in the Target aisle. I'm just like, what kind of doll would Rachel Maddow buy? I don't want to do the wrong thing. I just want to be a good dad. So I decided I would get him a black girl doll baby. That's a voice that's very underrepresented in our society, I feel. It's certainly a voice that's underrepresented in my all-white household. So I got him a black girl doll baby. Her name's Gabby, and he loves her. Yeah, he loves her. And he reacts to her as if she were a truck. Oh, yeah. He sees her across the room, he's like, Gabby! And just goon walks over to her, starts hugging her, rocking with her, and then he just starts petting her hair. As hard as he can, he just starts petting her hair. Which, if you've ever met a black woman in your entire life, you know the one thing you should never do, under any circumstances, is touch her hair. Especially as a white man. That is rule number one, non-starter. Do not touch a black woman's hair. And I'm worried that in my sincere desire to be an enlightened parent, I've reverse engineered the most socially tone-deaf white man of all time. Of all time. Like 20 years from now, My son's gonna be driving down the street, see a black woman with beautiful hair, and be like, oh my God, and just like Tokyo drift his F-350 across the intersection. Just run up to her, it's like, your hair, I gotta touch it. she'll be like, what the f*** is wrong with you? And he's like, no, it's cool, we're good. I had a doll baby growing up, so we're good. We're okay. She'll be like, we're not good at all. It's condescending, it's possessive. My hair is not yours to touch. You need to back the f*** up. My son will be like, I'm hearing you. And I want you to know that you are in fact heard. But do you think we can table this for just like 5 minutes? I just saw the coolest cement mixer.
My name's Alex. I'm from Boston. I'm from Boston. I go home every year for Thanksgiving. Really looking forward to it this year. Last year was weird because last Thanksgiving I came out to my family. I'm not gay. I just thought it would be hilarious. I have an uncle who doesn't like gay people, and because of that, I've actually come out of the closet on Thanksgiving every Thanksgiving for the last 4 years. And they say that coming out is like the hardest thing that a young person can do, and it is, but it gets easier every single year. Here's how I do it. I stand up with a glass of water and a knife, like I'm giving a toast at a wedding. And I go, excuse me, everyone. I have an announcement to make. And then my uncle goes, oh, for Christ's sake, again! And I release the doves. I do my musical number. I throw the glitter. It's part of the meal now. Do you know what I mean? It's part of Thanksgiving. It's part of the ritual of Thanksgiving. It's part of the people expect it. Like the turkey comes out, the potatoes come out, I come out. And I thought about not doing it this year because my grandfather came to Thanksgiving for the first time in a decade, and no one has told him about my little joke because he's 88 and he doesn't do surprises. Do you know how some older folks just do not do surprise? Like, my grandfather hates surprises. It's not even like an Oprah thing. He's always had surprises. And it goes back to, like, the first time he was surprised. He was 16, and he was asleep on this boat in Pearl Harbor. And since then... he doesn't like surprises or sushi, and we leave him alone. And I thought about not doing it, but as soon as it was announced on the family WhatsApp that he was coming, all of my cousins texted like, are you gonna do it this year? And I'm like, you bet your butt I'm gonna do it this year. And my brother was like, backup dancers? I was like, not this year. Just me. If you want to know how it went down, here's how it went down. We're all sat around the table. It's me, my family, my grandfather, and my best friend from college, Michael. He had nowhere to go this year for Thanksgiving, so I invited him. And as I stand up with a glass of water and the knife, I realize he has no idea what's about to happen. And the look on his face is pure confusion. But I'm on a mission, so I'm like, excuse me, everyone. Excuse me, everyone. My uncle's head drops. Excuse me, everyone. I have an announcement. Michael and I have an announcement to make. And everyone looks at my grandfather. Everyone, except for Michael, who's excused himself to make a phone call real quick. Everyone looks at my grandfather, and my grandfather crosses his arms, And he looks around the table, and real loud, he just goes, I've known since he was 9 years old.
Sorry, I gotta work on saying things to people out loud. Yeah, I got a problem. I just say what I see. I think I'm autistic, but just like the bad parts of it. You know? Like I can't compute numbers or remember dates, but I'll make you feel weird. Right? Like you drop a bunch of toothpicks, I can't count them, but I'll give you a hug. I'm working on it, trying to get better. Flew here from New York. Man, I hate flying. You know, they let you pick your seat on a plane. I think I'd rather pick the person I'm sitting next to. I don't really give a shit where I am on the plane. It's like a 5-hour relationship. Make it more like a dating app. Obese Nazi with a service dog? Swipe left. Tiny Asian lady with a surgical mask? That's my gal. Yes, she is not a talker, right? But just like a dating app, she shows up with a baby. I'm like, I got catfished. Hate the small talk. Two things I can't do, small talk and eye contact. How sad is that, you know? I basically have all the traits of a serial killer, just without the ambition. I'm working on it. People always say, Mark, gotta be more confident. They say, Mark, gotta be yourself. I'm like, well, you gotta pick one. I can't do both of those. Like, a lot of people are scared of skydiving. I'm more scared of the banter on the plane than I am jumping out of it, you know? You sit in the plane, it's all windy, you're strapped in. Some guy's like, so, Mark, where are you from? Just like... It's like, we're supposed to go together. I got it. At least with skydiving, you get an instructor. What about stuff I'm bad at, stuff I'm nervous about, like a dinner party? You know how many dinner parties I've screwed up? Set me up with a pro, right? I just show up, some guy's like, all right, I'll take care of him. I'm like, beautiful. He's giving me tips. Don't say the N-word. Got it. All right. She's not pregnant. Don't ask. Thank God you're here. Right? Some guy at the party's like, so who's your favorite comic? I'm like, Bill Cosby. He's like, pull the chute. I'm working on it. I had a chatty Uber driver last week. That's the worst, huh? This guy wouldn't shut up. I forgot to hit the no small talk option on the app, so I had to get creative. I had to scare the guy into being quiet. He's like, how about this traffic, huh? What do you think's causing this? I'm like, probably the Jews. He's like... I'm like, all right, I give this ride 5 stars of David. Yeah, I'm working on it, you know. Always trying to get better. I'm a weirdo. That's why I drink. Big fan of the booze. I got to cut back. I actually got let go from a job once for being drunk at work. My boss called me and he goes, get in here, Mark. It's clear you're a high-functioning alcoholic. I was like, wow, how do you know I was also high? This guy is good. One of my friends is like a beer expert. You know, he's like, we got to go to a brewery. I'm like, why can't we just go to a bar? He's like, it's fun. You can see how it's made. I don't care how it's made. Look, I like porn. I don't need to go to a broken home. Not saying all porn stars in broken home, just the ones I like. Seems like a lot of people are quitting the booze now. It's kind of going away. All my friends are getting sober. And look, that's good, but some people are better when they're drinking. There's a lot of bad sobers out there, you know? We always talk about the negative part about booze. What about the good? Like, sure, you drove through a playground, but you could dance, man. Come on.
We've been reading all the baby books. There's a lot of books on having a baby, and there's one very famous book that's called What to Expect When You're Expecting, and it is very apparent that the woman that wrote that book does not like her husband. I don't know what happened to her, but she put it in print. Like, it is not... this book is so nice to the mommies and so mean to the daddies. Like, every week is like, week 6, baby is the size of a sweet pea. Mommy needs lots of love and a little forgiveness for sneaking those midnight cookies. For dad this week, try channeling those nervous energies into something fun, like scrubbing the toilet. Week 12, baby is the size of an avocado. Dad, you probably don't know what those look like, because all you eat is garbage. Mom this week is going to be experiencing a heightened sense of smell. So Dad, try taking a shower every now and then, for once in your life. Week 25, baby is the size of a cabbage. Mom, your feet might hurt, but you should never forget that you are an angel that walks on this earth. For Dad this week, try getting a real job, you clown. Can it see us? hurtful.
They've made a lot of stuff popular, you know? They brought back fanny packs, too. Fanny packs have already made a run. It didn't go great. Y'all remember that? I mean, like, I remember in 1998, if you put on a fanny pack, somebody'd skateboard up to you and punch you right in the mouth. It's changed now. So many things that they've made. I mean, if you put on a Champion sweatshirt or Carhartt beanie and strapped on a fanny pack tonight, got on Tinder, you'd get some sex, you know? It's that easy. I just did the math for y'all. So don't wear 2 fanny packs. You're not built for it. You're not. That's too healthy for you. Hipsters made hard seltzer popular. That one bothers me. It should bother any Southerner, anybody from the Midwest, that one should bother you. Because we've been drinking hard seltzer the longest. It's called Busch Light. Okay? I'll break it down. You talking about a little water, a little alcohol, a little seltzer? We've been doing that. Somebody put it in a skinny tall can and added some raspberry. Now they're the heroes, huh? This hurts my feelings. Why is the alcohol becoming so strong? What happened to just drink it? We used to be able to knock down 11 Coors Lights, you know, hang out for a little bit, still drive home decent, you know? Now y'all want the strongest beer. You want a local IPA called the Devil's. That's what you want. 90% alcohol. I want the hops crushed through local hiking boots. That'd be nice. And I'll take 3 of them for breakfast. I got a big bike ride, you know? I mean, Colorado should not be making beer like this. We're 11 feet from the sun, y'all. 11 feet! This should be a sea level thing. And y'all are like, hell no, I want our beer to be kind of like bourbon. That'd be nice. That's why I feel like y'all, I mean, Colorado's the one that started the brunch thing, because you guys wanted to figure out how you could drink at 8 a.m. and not be judged. You know, you wanted to know, how can I shoot this Tito's? And somebody slid some avocado toast and went, and now you're brunching, okay? That's all it takes. You can shoot tequila at 6 a.m. All you need is a bagel, my man. Y'all broke the system with this. Ruined some lives. People brunch themselves right out of marriage, okay? Yeah. Too much patio makes you no daddy-o. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know what I like? Not driving through the Midwest. Have y'all done that before? That's a test of I think everything. You know, you think you got a decent Spotify? You're not built for it. I mean, you're not. You're like, I'll do the Eagles live album. It won't last. There's no trees. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You're not gonna see a bird for a day. Who cares about the music, you know? You're gonna think about your childhood. Midwest has the best gas stations, though. They're right when you're ready to give up, they're like, look what we put out here. It's got a slip and slide to pump 3. How about that? Got chocolate hot dogs every Wednesday. We got breakfast pizza so good it makes grown men fight each other. And that's just them apologizing. They know. You know, it's not like people live in Nebraska and go, what is everybody complaining about? Well, they got windows, you know? I do think places like Kansas, that flat, I feel like they should have every prison in the country, though. Because you could watch an inmate run away all weekend. Could you imagine the conversation in the guard tower? You're like, Tyler, do not shoot him, all right? I like to watch him give up. Yeah, Tyler, there is not a damn thing out there. Look at him, he's so confused. Everything looks the same. Hold on, look, he's headed to Missouri. Let him go. He'll kill himself. Look at him. That's a fun one there. No. I like gas stations too. I grew up with country stores though. And country stores aren't just in the South, they're all throughout the country. But country stores are different, just the whole setup. It's usually, you can't see inside of country stores because the windows are covered with Newport signs. There's usually only 4 pumps and it's just one rail, you know? And there's usually only one person working in country stores. And her name's Tammy, usually. You know, y'all know Tammy. She's a healthy built woman, 5'10", 5'11". one of the best pitchers the county's ever seen, you know? We all know Tammy. She's got bleach blonde hair that goes down to the middle of her back, and her roots meet about halfway to that. And for some reason, all Tammys are the same. They love wearing Looney Tunes shirts. Like Tweety Bird or the Tasmanian Devil. They're the very few species left who rock those shirts. But Tammy loves a good Tasmanian Devil t-shirt. And Tammy never wears a bra, and she should. Tammys are notorious for having hammers, okay? She should have a bra on. I'm trying to get gas on pump 4, and the Tasmanian Devil is just spinning. And I'm like, listen, Tammy, you know, you call me baby one more time and it's on, you know? Because Tammys have a way of saying baby, and it wears on you in a weird way, you know? What you need, baby? You hungry, baby? You hungry, baby? Come here, baby. What you been doing, baby? And about the 7th baby, you're like, well, maybe. You know what I mean? I mean, damn, there's something about this, you know? Because then I start kind of picturing, I'm back at her trailer. She puts on that wolf shirt where he's kind of yelling at the moon. Y'all have seen it. She gets out a real long cigarette, you know? She's gonna beat me up, you know? Y'all know Tammy, you know? I tell you, Tammys usually wear like denim shorts, and they're not really in anymore, but Tammy wears the hell out of them. And she wears those white laced tennis shoes from Walmart that you get. They're the white ones, and hers are dirty as hell. And they're not supposed to be slip-ons, but Tammy's made them both slip-ons. You can tell when she turns around because nobody needs lotion like Tammy's heels. Yeah, I mean, there's grass in those cracks. You ought to see it. Seems like some of y'all met a Tammy or two.
Last year for spring break, we did Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Been to Gatlinburg? If you've never been, let me tell you about it, all right? Gatlinburg is an American Indian word. It means land of the couples that wear matching airbrush t-shirts. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's accurate. And they always pick the same design, too. This is what it looks like. It's a silhouette of a much skinnier couple than the people who are wearing the t-shirts. And on the shirt, this couple, they're holding hands. They're in love, you guys. Their feet are in the sand. They're under a palm tree. There's a rainbow sunset on what is clearly the ocean in the background. Then they just write Gatlinburg across the top so that you know which of the islands in the Smoky Mountains that they visited, right? They're not smart people. But it's great for people watching. If you like to people watch, this is your spot, okay? I don't know if you enjoy it or not, but man, there's no better hobby. It's free. You know, you just sit there with someone you love and talk about the trash walking by for a couple hours, right? Gatlinburg is prime pickings. I mean, there's not that much white trash in a dumpster behind a paper plate factory. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's special. I love people watching so much, I take pictures when I do it and trade them with my friends like they're baseball cards. Now, if you're into something like that, let me just give you a tip. Make sure that the flash and the sound on your phone are turned off, which I know sounds like a no-brainer. Guys, I've been doing this a long time. I messed up bad. I'm in line for security at the airport. I'm going this way. Coming at me is a gentleman. Hawaiian shirt, shaved face, but out of the top of his shirt was this perm, I don't know the right, a tuft. It was the brightest, whitest, bushiest chest hair I've ever seen in my life. And I've been to Sarasota. This was next level, dude. It was teased, possibly bleached. He looked like a Build-A-Bear whose neck had been slit to send a message to the other Build-A-Bears to pick it up because numbers are down, right? And I knew if I didn't get a picture of him, I wasn't going to be able to sleep that night. But here's the rub. I couldn't do it from this distance and this angle. No one's going to see how awesome it is. If I want some likes, I got to time it so that when he's passing by, I can get that side view, you know, the profile. So to do that, I have a face I make. It's very simple. The only thing I'm trying to convey with this face is what? I'm just checking Twitter, even though my phone's kind of pointed in your general direction. He stops right here. I hit the button. It's like, blick, flash. I was like, there's a Pokemon on your shoulder, sir. Just hold on. We'll get it. So just be careful, okay? The other tip, if you're gonna take pictures while you people watch, is to make sure that you have a full battery, charge up. Because that's what happened to me in Gatlinburg when I went to go people watching. I was at my favorite spot to do it there, which is the old-fashioned candy kitchen. I love that place, because no matter what time of day you show up, you're gonna see the same thing. There's gonna be a hillbilly pressed up against the window who can't figure out how they're making taffy on the other side of the window. And it's the greatest day of their life. They're just like, what? Nuh-uh. Hey, come look. Come look. It's where they make it. The taffy for Cracker Barrel. Yes, right here. I don't know how they do it, even though I can see the whole process. This is... I saw her standing there a block away. The Mickey Mantle rookie card of people watching. I got so excited. I was like, I've heard about you. Oh, you are coming home with me. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. I'm not going to hurt you. Got close enough to take the picture, press the button, just a dead battery sign. What? No! I scared her. She ran back into Ripley's, believe it or not. Believe it or not. And I just sat down on the bench right there in between the Pancake Pantry and Fanny Farkle's arcade. I was so mad, you know? All this time I tracked her. I just let her get away. I wish I could pull up a picture so you could see how awesome she was, but I can't because I was careless. So I'll just describe her as best I can. She had early 1990s hair. You remember that look? Pulled back tight in a ponytail, but in the front. In today's news, that thing defied all logic and gravity. I always wondered how that was formed, you know? Because I always only ever saw the finished product, and then I showed up too early for homecoming one year. And there she was in front of the big mirror. So that was that lady's hair, okay? She was so perfect. She looked like someone that might frequent a Long John Silver's / Kentucky Fried Chicken, a 2-in-1 fast food restaurant. You ever go to one of those places? Another great spot for people watching. I don't know what it is, but the average redneck brain cannot process that there are two businesses operating behind one counter and sharing the menu space above. And the first time they see it, it just catches them off guard. They're like, okay, could I get a... Okay, what happened here? Am I in a food court? Like, what? I want chicken. I can order from both of them. It's the same company. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, I'm getting a family meal deal. I get 2 sides. Could I get a side from this side and then a side from that side? I can? Okay. Well, extra biscuits. I knew that before I came in here. And... what does Long John Silver's have? Hush puppies. Ooh, can I do that? 2 breads? I can? Oh, yeah. Let's go there. And I was wondering, like, what is the big thing here, you know? Because I know that you think I'm joking just for the sake of doing comedy. I'm not, okay? Sit by the register in one of these 2-in-1 fast food spots. 10 minutes tops, you'll hear a sentence that has never been formed in the history of words. It's because there's too many options and people aren't prepared and they get up there and then a line forms behind them and they get nervous and they're like, do green beans go with tacos? Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's the best. It really is the best. If you're gonna do it, and I recommend you do it, just make sure half of wherever you go is Long John Silver's, because that is the place that brings them out, okay? At any Long John Silver's, you will hear a grown man ask for extra crumbs, which I feel is just a new low for our society. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Long John Silver's is a fast food seafood restaurant. And what they do is they take chicken and fish and they dip it in a batter and then they put it in the fryer. And when they flip it out of the fryer, little pieces of that batter break off. And then a pile of all those little pieces form. And then people go, hey man, could I get a scoop of the stuff that thing's been laying on? You can put some of that in my treasure chest? And when I heard it, I was like, did that guy just ask for more crumbs? She pushes a button on the register. Boop, crumbs, 10 cents. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. What? How often does this happen? I mean, I thought I could be witnessing the first time in the history of Long John Silver's where some guy's like, I'm so embarrassed to tell you this, but I'm a little short on cash. I got a long drive ahead of me. I'm so hungry. Could you just, I don't know, put some of that stuff into a cup? I could snack on it. No. It happens so much. It has been programmed into the register. Think about that. If whatever you want to call that stuff has its own button, which I'm pretty sure we'll all agree was not in their original business plan. That tells me there was a day that something happened. At some Long John Silver somewhere, something happened to bring us to where we are. And as a people watcher, I'm just sad I wasn't there to see it. Because I pictured it in my head 1,000 times, right? Some toothless manager just comes storming out of the back. Hey, somebody's gonna have to start paying for these crunchies, all right? I can't be giving this stuff away. I mean, if everybody's gonna ask for it, we gotta figure something out, all right? I don't know how to make it. It's an accident. Y'all just love free stuff. That's why we got rid of tartar sauce pumps and switched to packets. 2 per customer. Y'all were just pumping it right into your boats. Nobody needs that much tartar sauce. Nobody. I'm sick of it. And he tries to slam that door, but it's that metal kitchen door, right? Now you can just hear him in the back. I ain't settling down, Ricky. I'm sick of this. They don't pay me to put up with it. I'm so mad my hand's shaking. I'm supposed to bowl tonight. Now what? I'm done. I said it before, but I mean it this time. I'm done. You watch. As soon as I can afford that lift kit and them Luke Bryan tickets, you ain't never gonna see me again. I'm out. Well, of course I'm going. Florida-Georgia line's opening. I ain't gonna miss that show. They're the only 2 dudes that even settle me down right now. You do that? All right. Well, then you take the Nelly part. You make me want to roll my window. Look. You're kind. You're very kind. All we just learned is that I've thought way too much about an incident at a Long John Silver's that probably never happened.
I'm trying to fix the house. I can't do anything around the house. I can't do it. I don't even know the words to talk to a guy who can fix the house. I had a plumbing issue in my basement. My wall was bleeding. That's how I said it. I couldn't think of the word leak. I was in my basement for an hour going, it's bleeding hard out here. We need a tourniquet. I don't know any words, so I call a plumber. He goes, I'll be out there in a jiff. Now, I'm not trashing plumbers, but y'all know what a jiff means. 19 hours. Which is fine, a lot of stuff to plumb. I'm not mad at him, right? But by the time this guy gets to my house, it had been so long, the leak had stopped. I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything. It just, scabbed up. It's just fine. And I've been mopping up the floor, so it kind of looks fine in the basement. So now I'm trying to convince this dude I didn't make the whole thing up. He walks down to my basement, he goes, oh, you see what you're talking about. Yeah. I go, all right, cool. Yeah. You mind poking around a little bit first before you just write it off, And then he starts knocking on the wall, starts scratching it. He goes, it's solid. I go, cool. Did you think I just wanted to hang out with you in my house today? I didn't make this up, right? Now we're just 2 men looking at each other in my basement. It's kind of an awkward impasse between 2 adult men that, I'll be honest, look a lot alike. Finally, he broke. He goes, I hear you, dude. All right, I hear you. Why don't I do this? I got a saw in my truck. I'll come down here, I'll cut a little hole in this drywall, and I'll. And I need y'all to know before I finish the story, deep down, I know that drywall is a type of wall. I don't know if I could pick it out of a lineup of walls, but I've heard people talk about drywall before. Deep down, I know drywall exists. I wasn't reaching too deep in the moment, though. I heard drywall. I thought this guy was mocking me. To my face, I thought he was like, "You thought you had a leak? Why don't we look at this drywall?" I was like, "It was wet this morning, dude. About a jiff ago, it was a nightmare down here." So he cut a giant hole, and then he just left. I go, "You mind unholing the wall? This was your idea, dude. Patch it up." He goes, "You can probably patch that up." I was like, "I'm gonna have to get a new house. I don't even know what you're talking about. Patch it up with what? I got walls laying around. What are you talking about? I don't even know conceptually what you're asking me to. I go get a wall? Cool. Home Depot, one wall, please. Again, some good tape." The big project now, this has been like a 2-year saga, is I have a shed, and I don't do a lot of shed stuff, so these raccoons kind of took it over. And they're just in there, and I got to get rid of them. I don't want to kill them, you know. I want them to die. So don't be fooled by a raccoon. I can tell a few of y'all are. I know they're cute, and they have little fun hands. And you see them, and you go, "Oh, they're robbing me," but they bite, and they have rabies, all of them. They're actually, this is serious. They are the second leading cause of rabies in the world. It's not true, but it feels right. I don't like these raccoons. Cute and dangerous, weird combo to me. They're like the opposite of a possum. You ever watch a possum? Possum does good work, dude. It eats snakes, it eats ticks, it can't carry rabies, but, you know, we're all adults, let's agree. It's the ugliest thing you've ever seen. It's backwards from a raccoon. I would never say God made a mistake, but, you know, I'm gonna ask him about it. I don't know what happened that day. I want them gone, so I called a friend who knows about this stuff, right? I said, "How do I get rid of these raccoons?" He goes, "You trying to do it the easy way or the hard way?" And I was like, "Boy, I don't know. Maybe easy, just for giggles." He goes, "All right, all you gotta do is put a little wolf urine out there." Let's see. I don't know if y'all can guess this about me by now. I don't have a lot of wolf urine laying around the house. I didn't hunt growing up. I didn't know that was a commodity. I'm like, wolf urine? You telling me to hunt down I'm terrified of raccoons, buddy. You want me to pin down a wolf and get its urine from it? He goes, "No, dude, just buy some." I was like, "Oh, yeah, we're going to different stores. I've been shopping my whole life. I've never bumped into some wolf urine in the checkout line. Where do you get that at?" He goes, "I got a guy." Well, I'm gonna pass on your guy, you know. I've never bought wolf urine before. I don't know if I want to buy unregulated, just hand-jarred, artisanal wolf urine from a stranger. And then I don't know what to do. How do I deploy it? You want me to just walk around my house like a priest? I go, I can't believe I'm saying this. What is the hard way, man? If the easy way is the urine of an apex predator, what in God's name is the hard way? He goes, "Well, you know how raccoons don't like cucumbers?" Nah, I didn't know that. I haven't been hanging out with them or anything. Does y'all know that about raccoons? They don't like cucumbers. That's good info. What do I do with that? Go to the farmer's market? Get a big one, just wait till the sun goes down, just come out swinging. He goes, "No, dude, you don't hit them with, they don't like the smell, just plant some." So, that's the hard way. Start a garden. And I don't know how long it takes cucumbers to grow, but evidently one day these raccoons will come out and be like,
you know what? Let's get out of here. I didn't know they were these type of people. It's my least favorite vegetable. I go, I appreciate your candor, man. I'm not doing either of those solutions. Is it possible to split the difference? I know that sounds nuts, but is there a medium difficulty solution? Is there something between wolf urine and cucumber farming? Is there something in the middle that I can do? He goes, you got a crossbow? I was like, no, I don't think so. He goes, I got one. I said, what are you proposing? He said, I'm proposing you text me your address, you cash at me $300, and you leave the house for a few hours. So he's there right now.
So this happened to me. I was driving by my middle school, and this was a memory from 6th grade, where my 6th grade teacher, she was our Spanish teacher, and she would like make the white kids change their first names to Hispanic names. What was that? Does it help you learn? It's like, okay, so I'm a Jose now? I don't understand. I'm going through puberty. I have enough of an identity crisis as it is. But my best friend Jeff, he didn't play ball. On his name tag, he wrote Mr. Goodbar. Like the candy bar. And here's the memory. My teacher sees it, and she lost her mind, and she goes, you can't call yourself Mr. Goodbar! And he goes, why not? And she goes, because Mr. Goodbar is a porn star. And I'm like, there's no way I'm remembering that correctly. So I looked it up. And it turns out Mr. Goodbar was a very famous porn star in the 80s. But we didn't know that because we were 11 years old. Senorita Pregunta. If I may, one pregunta. Como se dice too horny to teach? How do you say that?
I grew up speaking Finnish. It's very, very common in Finland. And I did learn English back then. I learned English, they teach English there, but when I moved here, I learned that it's not the same English that you have. The English here, it's different. I think the biggest difference is there's so many of these things here in America. These, when you shorten a thing, down to just a few letters. I think it's called acronym. Like there's so many of those, like FBI, YMCA, KFC, like so many of those. And I've noticed that people here seem to assume that every single person knows the meaning of every single one of these acronyms. Even people who moved here like 4 hours ago. From day one I moved here, people just say to me things like, yeah, I'm going through TSA at JFK. You want a PBJ? I have a PhD and I take CBD for my ADD. And I'm like, what the hell are you saying? What is this English? I thought I know this language. Because they teach English in school in Finland, but they mostly teach words. Remember those? I know so many words, but not these acronym things. Because even official papers here assume that you know these things. I moved here, I had to fill out a form. First line on that form, D-O-B. No explanation. Just D-O-B, empty space. Now I know it's date of birth, but back then I was like, this could be anything. Dead on the beach. No. Then I did my first show at a comedy club in America, and the club said that, hey, you have to fill out a W-9. And I was like, what the is that? And he said, it's a form for the IRS. Well, what the is that? And then he said, you shouldn't say that. Don't say that. You should say WTF. And I was like, what the is that? Because back home in Finland, we just don't use these acronyms that much. Like, now we have a little bit more, but when I was growing up there, we had 2. We had only 2. UFO, HIV. The only 2. And I don't think we even realized that they were shortened from something. Like, we didn't pronounce them like UFO. We just said UFO. And we still say it like that. We still do it. It's faster. But here it's everywhere, and people assume that. Turns out, even in Canada, I went to Vancouver, Canada, first time ever. Immediately when I arrived there, people asked me that, hey, have you ever before done a show in BC? And I was like, you mean more than 2,000 years ago? I don't think so, no. I was so young. But BC, that means British Columbia in Canada. It's a province. I didn't know that. Also, first ever time I went to Michigan. I went to Detroit, Michigan. Never been to Michigan. And immediately when I got there, people were like, hey, have you been to UP? You have to go to UP. Yeah, UP. And now I know it means Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I know that now. But how the could I have known that back then? Like, how did you don't know that? Nobody, in Finland, 0 people know that. Nobody would know that. But they just assumed. They were like, UP. I was like, yeah, and I also poo. I think it can even be dangerous to assume that everybody knows all these acronyms. Like this one guy was yelling. He was yelling like help! I need CPR. Well, I have no idea what that means. So he didn't make it. So it's dangerous. But don't worry. I am determined to learn all the acronyms. I have to, because I live here. I live in the land of acronyms. This is the land of acronyms. Even the name of this country. That's the first hint. There will be more. Even the name, USA. I've actually noticed most people in the USA almost never say USA. Most times you say US. It's just US. Like, who has time to say the A? Even the acronym was too long for you. But I am learning. I learn many of them now. Like, just yesterday I had a WHO. No, you know that? No. Now you know how I feel. I made it up. That's how I feel every day here. But I'm learning, and I figured the best way to remember all these acronyms is a little song. So I made this little song. It's the acronym song. I took the melody from another song. You might recognize it. It's a song that has lots of letters in it. It's the alphabet song, okay. But I modified it, okay. A, B, C, NBC, HBO, MTV. PTSD from DMV. DUI with SUV. IBS. OCD. FYI. STD.
Yeah, me as a serial killer. Yeah, the night stumbler. Yeah, I'm pretty sure forensics have caught up to my skill level. They're gonna catch on pretty quick, like, these strangle marks are really weird. And this guy's footprints all over the place. This was all before he got to the victim. The real struggle happened over here. The f is he doing? He trying to tie his shoe or something. Are you guys seeing all these dog tracks?
I was just in Mexico. Yeah, I ate ants. Yeah, the insects, not lady uncles. It was at a restaurant. I wasn't just bored at a picnic. And it was a prefix menu, like you don't order. They were just bringing us tacos. First course was chicken tacos. It's a crowd pleaser. Second course, they're like, these are ant tacos. I'm like, what is happening right now? Before the meal, they asked us if we had any allergies or food restrictions, but I didn't know how far back I had to take that. They're like, these are ants. I'm like, I also don't eat loose nickels or urinal cakes. Just to be crystal clear, now that I see what you're capable of. And if you guys were me and my wife, the chef was standing right there. So we felt like we had to eat them, you know? We didn't want to be ugly Americans. So I got a mouthful of bugs. I'm pretending it's not ants, but the chef wouldn't let us forget that it was ants. He kept telling us, he was like, they're big and juicy, and we cut off their heads in the rain. And I'm like, ha ha, say less. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be culturally insensitive, but everybody knows eating ants is weird. You know how I know? The whole planet agrees to call one of our animals the ant eater. Have you seen that thing? It's like a low-to-the-ground hairy elephant. That's probably what we were gonna call it. Then someone was like, hold up, check out what this freaky is eating. You know what I mean? Its diet is the headlining oddity. And it was an ant and clam taco. That's correct. That's the correct response. Ant and clam. I've never eaten something and looked for refuge in the flavor of clam. Got a mouthful of carpenters. I'm like, look for the clam. Clam will save us from this zinky nightmare. Clam, the condom of the ocean. King Neptune's chewy prophylactic. I'm like, it's our only hope. Same night, my first night in Mexico, I got stung by a scorpion. Yeah, big bug day. It was in my bed. Isn't that freaky? It was in the bed. Yeah, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It just felt scratchy. I was asleep. I remember thinking, what's the thread count of these sheets? I whip open the covers. I get my flashlight out. There's a dead scorpion in the bed. Yeah, got him. That's a weird feeling. Coursing with scorpion venom. I'm like, I gotta wake up Val. Gotta wake up my wife because I don't know if I'm gonna be around. That's a weird consideration when you're like, I'm about to be playing the part of the body. So let's get someone else in this narrative. So I use my big boy voice. I didn't know I had a big boy voice. I found it in a crisis. I talked to my wife real sweet. That morning I was like, Valerie, I've been attacked. She's like, ah. She woke up straight away. I went out on the balcony. It got me 4 times on the ankle. Yeah, good empathy. So I elevated it. That was my idea. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know if that was helping or just draining the poison straight to my corazon. And my wife is a really sweet, non-confrontational person. Even in an emergency, it turns out. Because I'm out there elevating it. I can hear her on the phone with the front desk. I'm not making this up. She's like, hi, buenos dias, buenos dias. Yes, it is a beautiful day here in Mexico. Oh, no, you go. You go. Okay, I'll go. One of us is dying. It was like... They sent a doctor right away. I was like, how often does this happen? He came out onto the balcony. He didn't speak any English. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm not making this up. I go, ¿Cuántos minutos yo tengo? ¿Cuántos minutos para yo? ¿Es ahora el tiempo para adiós siempre? ¿El grande sueño para mí? He didn't speak any English. He had a real thick accent. I'm not going to do his accent. Nice try. You're not taking me down for a questionable voice. But you know what he sounded like. I'll tell you what he said. You can add it up here. You can't get canceled up here. And you know what he sounded like, you racist. You know just what he sounded. He goes, in 24, I'm kind of doing it. I don't know why. He goes, in 24 hours, you will be dead. That's what he said. Stay thirsty, my friends. That's what he said. And they got in their golf cart. They sailed off. They said they had to get the anti-venom shot. I was like, you could have brought it. We told you what happened. You could have brought it. And I was laying there, and I was really worried I was going to die. But I was equally worried that I'm a comedian. And I grew up in the 90s playing video games. And I'm a silly, silly fun boy. So I knew, yeah. So I knew there was a real risk that I'd have like a dumb death, like a stupid death. Like I'd be fading out and I'd just look at my wife and be like, Scorpion wins. You know what I mean? Like a dumb joke. As I'm passing away, just like, fatality. It is a fatality. And I die. I can't have my last meal be ants. There's no 13th floor in my hotel in Mexico. No 13th floor in my hotel here in town. Isn't that weird? I think it's crazy. In this day and age, we still skip the 13th floor because it's an unlucky floor. Same with hospitals. There's no room 13. Same with airplanes. There's no 13th row. Isn't that nuts? I think it's weird. I know people that complain that transgender people relax. You're gonna like it. Look at my friendly open face. We're going to safe pastures. You're gonna like this one. I think it's funny. I know people that complain that transgender people make up such a small percentage of the population, but they get special treatment. But I know a lot of transgender people. I don't know a single person who's afraid to stay on the 13th floor of a hotel. And we've been bending over backwards for these psychos for hundreds of years. Is this a big problem? A lot of time-traveling pilgrims staying at the Best Western? Like we have you on the 13th floor. Oh, hell nay you do. That's the Lucifer level. So you see in the elevator, if you look at the buttons, it goes 12, 14. You realize if it goes 12, 14, the 14th floor is the 13th floor. It just identifies as the 14th floor. And we're all totally fine with it, see? We'll get there. I've noticed that the people that have the hardest time changing people's pronouns based on their gender identities, the people that struggle with that the most, are the same people that get really mad if you call their truck a car. It's just an observation. It's the same group. Like, let's take your car. It's a truck! Okay, Jesus Christ. Just saw a windshield and 4 tires. I just assumed. Oh, now I gotta remember that to make you feel safe? Fuck you, Chad. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a truck, and it's a he, him. Look, I put a ball sack on the hitch. I've misgendered people in my life. It's a terrible feeling. That's not a joke. It's horrible. I hate it. So I have a new rule. If I don't know you, I don't care how you present. I don't call anyone sir or ma'am. I just call everyone my friend. If I don't know you, just call you my friend. Hasn't happened since. It's nice. It works. Yeah. The only problem is now I sound like a Saudi Arabian car dealer. My friend, my friend, my friend. Good car, white BMW, my friend. It's funnier because some of you clapped. It's funnier. Lifting up one group, pushing down another for no reason. I don't know why. It's comedy. It's the best we can do.
Objectifying dudes. I don't think it's my fault though, because I grew up in the homoeroticism of 80s action movies. Anybody else? Ridiculous. Every guy was shirtless, cut, and shiny. Everybody. Every Rocky movie. I've seen so many boxing matches, I've never seen them whip out a bucket of baby oil like they did in Rocky. Why did Ivan Drago look like he was made of chrome? Like, it made no sense. Just gleaming like so much. Schwarzenegger, Rambo, like everybody was just veiny, muscular, just steroided out. And this was a time where I was judged if I said any of my friends was attractive, if they were a man, right? Like I'd be like, whoa, Zach's good looking, like, ugh! Everyone freak out. What are you, queer? You want to marry him? Like, I'm not gonna marry you, Dennis. You're ugly as If I had to marry a man, I would take Zach. He has gentle eyes. Son of a bitch. It's a ridiculous time. Jean-Claude Van Damme doing his crazy splits. It was so, all of us guys were like, yeah, I like that. I like his body. I like the way he moves. Queer? What? Like, who cares? But you know what number 1 was? You're thinking it, I'm thinking it. Roadhouse. Oh, Roadhouse. Sweet Swayze, who just danced his way through every role. Just dancing. Always dancing. Loved Swayze. I miss him every day, man. Roadhouse is the best. Dalton, best cooler in the business. Plus, side note, be nice until it's not time to be nice. That should be America's slogan, you guys. Like, that should be on the flag. Like, one of the stripes should just say that. But, like, back to hot dudes, like, he was the hottest. He was the hottest. Doing kung fu in the morning, shirtless, right? Right on the lake. But, like, kung fu in the morning, shirtless, sure, but wear some sweatpants. Not these, like, tightest jeans ever. Just can't kick above the waist. It's ridiculous. A huge rodeo belt buckle? Like, that doesn't make for mobility, Swayze. What are you doing? You know? Like, I love it so much. I have a bit of an ulterior motive telling you this because I am starting a petition, a movement. I want to get every bouncer at every comedy club to dress like Morning Dalton, okay? Just all of them, mullet wigs, no shirt, greased, the tightest jeans imaginable, huge belt buckle, and just have them surround the room. Just line the walls. Like, as you are filing in, they're just standing there. I just want to see a couple people be like, is this Thunder Down Under? Am I on the wrong night? This feels very strange. Is it gay night? I don't care, but is it? None of them will talk to me. Guys? You know why I like a hot dude? Yeah, we're still going. You know why? It's because I like seeing stuff that I'm not. And whoa, stop yelling, enough, stop, okay, I'm hot enough. Calm down. This caused that riot I was worried about. Jesus. I'm fine. But like, I'm talking movie star hot. Like that thick hair that they have, you know what I'm talking about? Like that werewolf hair, where it's like a forehead, then just a tree line, like this thick, just a thick moss you can't put your fingers through. That's hot dude hair, you know? I worked with Jake Gyllenhaal in New York once. And I say worked with, we were on the same benefit show that went like 4 hours long. And he's well put together. Like, he is good looking as hell. I'm not blowing your mind here, you know? I wouldn't let him He's got those creepy nightcrawler eyes, you know? I want to look in the mirror and not for me. But it was like me, him, and a bunch of bands. And I had to follow him. He did a monologue from this beautiful two-man play he was in that was running on Broadway at the time. And I remember sitting there and going, man, this guy's really talented. And they're like, you're next. And I'm like, why? Why am I after that? You know, what a beautiful monologue. And now, Dick Jokes Magoo, and coming up. So I was like, let me just call this out and make fun of it. So I just, you know, went out there after him and was just like, give it up for my twin, Jake. And they laughed so hard it hurt my feelings. Like, it killed so hard. People were crying, like, oh my God! He said he's his twin. I think I'm gonna we should go.
I'll tell you the story. There's a gas station near my house, has a little handwritten sign on one of the pumps that says, please, replace nozzle to pump before driving away with it. Thanks! And like years ago, I took a photograph of this and I posted it to Instagram, and me and a bunch of strangers made fun of all these human trash piles who were just driving away with the pump still in their goddamn car. And so when I drove away with the pump in my car about a year ago, I was bashful. Have you ever made fun of yourself from the past with a bunch of strangers? Because I have. And the thing is, I didn't even know I did it. I had no idea. Yeah, I hopped in the car, blasted my meditation app, and just took off, ripped it right out of the pump, had no idea, and then immediately pulled an illegal 4-lane U-turn. And all of the oncoming traffic was like, bah, 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 bah. And I was like, oh, you fucking church Nancy's. It's a U-turn. So I gave him all the middle finger. Meanwhile, spewing gasoline across the street. And then I made a right, and I got on like a big highway, started going very fast. And mind you, I just have a tail, like dragging behind me, like, and then this big white pickup truck pulls up next to me, and he's honking at me, and I was like, what? It's a U-turn! And he's like, roll your window down. And I was like, what? And he's like, you drove away with the pump in your car. And I was like, oh, you drove away with the pump in your... Oh, no! So I did. And then I was very, very, very embarrassed. And I'm on the highway. I didn't know what to do. So then I just like pulled over to the side of the road, and then he pulled over too. And then like I got out of my car, and then he got out of his car too. I was like deeply embarrassed. You know, it's essentially like my pants, and then he like followed me into the bathroom like, hey man, did you shit your pants? Hey, how much shit is in your pants? Hey, why do you think you shit your pants earlier? And I was just like, what do you want? And he's like, do you need help? And I realized, like, I had a choice to make here, you know? I could act the way men have acted for centuries. I could act like a wounded animal and lash out at this man to protect myself. Or I could be a better man. I could admit my vulnerabilities and say, yes, I screwed up and I do need help. And so that man said, hey, can I help you? And I said to him, no! And then he got mad and got in his car and drove away. And then I was left alone with my shame. And I walked over to the back of my car. I pulled out the gas pump and I was like, oh, there's definitely still a lot of gas in here, you know? It's like I can't put it in my car because it fumes and stuff. I'm picking up my daughter. What would be very useful right now is a pickup truck, but I just told that guy to go f*** himself. So then I just left my car on the side of the road and then walked with it in my arms all the way back along the highway, down the exit ramp, back to the gas station, where both managers were waiting for me outside. And I just kind of laid it at their feet like a big dead snake. And I was like, well, what do we do now? Turns out it costs $350, which is honestly a lot less than I expected. I mean, you don't get to keep it, but also they're designed to just pop right off. So the thing is just do it. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Also, if you turn it into a comedy bit, it kind of pays for itself.
My house is chaos now with a baby. And we have a dog. A few years ago, we took a mortgage out on a cavoodle. If you don't know, a cavoodle is a cross between a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and a bucket of cash. It is a fancy dog. Oh my goodness, we need 3 bowls. We need food, still, and sparkling. It's a fancy dog. Does anyone else have a cavoodle? Yeah? What did you pay for it? $3,000, that's pretty good, right? They can go for $6,000, these dogs. And they're very affectionate, but also needy. So when we had our baby, my dog was jealous and he was constantly barking. So my son's crawling into the bedroom, my dog's barking. So I tried the spray bottles, spray water on them for a bit of discipline. That didn't work, he was just loud and wet. My son gets into the bedside table drawers. I'm trying to stop him, the dog's still barking. So I tried the can of air, you spray air in their face. Great, now he just looks like he's in a Mariah Carey video clip. Hair blowing in the breeze. Then my son gets into my wife's drawer, and I'm like, no, that's Mum's toy, don't break that. That would put a lot of pressure on Dad. The dog's still barking, so I'm feeding him cheese. That's the only thing that stops him from barking, just cheese, cheese, cheese. Then the vet tells me off and says, you can't give the dog that much cheese. I'm like, lady, it's either cheese or chocolate, but that dog has to stop. But the vet tried to tell me, it's our fault for not training the dog before the baby arrived. The vet told me, before the baby gets here, take the dog for a walk with the empty stroller so he gets used to the idea of the baby. Yeah, try walking around the neighborhood with a dog and an empty stroller as people walk past going oh. They're not going to let me have a baby after that. This was the craziest day we had. I was changing my son's diaper and the dog's barking and I'm just ignoring the dog and focusing on my son, being in the moment. And as that was happening, the dog jumped onto the table and ate a diaper whole. And I freak out. I call the vet. I'm like, what do I do? Vet's like, oh, yeah, that's going to absorb him from the inside out. I'm like, no! So I race to the vet. I'm holding my baby, and then as soon as we get to the vet, they immediately induce vomiting. Not the dog. I just looked at the bill. I'm like, whoa. They pump the dog's stomach. They pull the whole diaper out. I was so relieved. We got in there just in time. It cost $600. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. I love my family. I love my dog. It's all good. And as soon as we got home, I opened the door. The dog bolted back in, jumped back on the table, and ate a second diaper! So if anyone would like to buy a dog for $1,200 for a cavoodle, that's a bargain.
I don't know how she puts up with me. We had to leave the city and move to the suburbs during the pandemic, and we had to live around rich people. And I grew up poor. I don't really know how to be around rich people. No offense if you're rich. I don't like you much. I'm sorry. It's hard to talk to you. One of the neighbors was so obnoxious with his wealth, he would use seasons as verbs when you talk to him. He goes, we summer in the Cape. Can we winter in Aspen? And I'm like, go to hell. How about that? Can you go summer in hell for a little bit? He goes, where do you summer? I'm like, in front of a fan. Dependent upon the humidity, but a lot of August I'm oscillating. I don't know about you. I never got to summer anywhere because my parents would spring into financial decisions and we would fall flat on our faces. So, bring me back some taffy from the Cape, Jeff with a G, you piece of I'm gonna let my dog ruin your lawn. It's weird going from the city to the suburb. I don't know how to own anything. I'm around all these professional homeowners and I'm just like, I don't know how I fake it. It made me so anxious and so nervous. One day I was just standing outside of the house looking at it like, why'd the bank give us this? Just staring at it like, how do I take care of this thing? It could have been a minute, a year. I have no idea how long I was out there, but my neighbor just showed up. And he's like, what do you do? I call that neighbor Street Dad. I got a guy named Street Dad. I borrow all his He just like showed up. He's like, what are you looking at? And I wish I was honest. I wish I was like, I'm afraid. I don't know. I'm not ready for this. Can you please make sure I don't burn this down? Instead, I panicked and I tried to sound cool. I'm like, I think I'm going to switch to natural gas. I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't have a clue. I'm just going to switch. He looks at me, he's like, dude, we already have natural gas. I had my out, but I had to double down. And I'm like, no, like more natural. Like I want to have the most natural gas on the street. He goes, you mean like propane or something? And I went, my tummy hurts. And I ran inside and I've been hiding from him ever since. I don't know. I look through the blinds. I'm like, is he out there? I got to stay inside. I don't know how to do it. I hate moving. I don't know if anybody's moved recently. It sucks to move. I have a weird thing I realized this last move. I don't know how to properly dispose of a crucifix. Is this anything? I don't know what to do. How many of you were raised Catholic? Who was raised Catholic? And who's not anymore? What'd you do with all your old Jesuses? I don't know what to do with these Jesus. I have a Timberland work boot shoebox with 9 Jesuses. I have a baseball team of Jesuses that I've accumulated over the years in a box in the back of my closet, and every time I move, I'm like, the Jesuses. I don't know what to do with them. I want to leave them in the next place I move from. So the people that move in are like, did a vampire hunter live here? Is this Van Helsing's old place? I don't know what to do with them. One guy told me throw them out. And I'm like, no, I'm not throwing out 9 Jesuses. I'm not religious, but I totally believe in bad luck. You know what I mean? If I throw out 9 Jesuses, when I die, he's gonna be the real one. Like, there's no way. Ain't gonna be Buddha or nothing. I'm gonna get up there, he's gonna be like, no room at the inn, dude. You threw out 9 of me. I want to carry him around with me, and like when a lady's bugging out at a coffee shop because there's too much like oat milk in her latte or whatever, just want to slide a Jesus to her.
Like, looks like you need him more than I do right now, man. Just back my way out of there. If it was a Buddha, it's easy. You put it on the curb and a divorced white woman will build a yoga studio around it, you know? But nobody wants a jaybird. There are pros to living in the suburbs, I guess. I'm a germaphobe, and the city's disgusting. New York City's gross. They have a rat czar now, so fingers crossed, I guess. I'm real bad with germs. One time I gave a homeless man a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I was like standing there, and he went to shake my hand to say thanks, and I was like, no, we're good. This is where our transaction ends. And I turned to walk away, and he grabbed my hand when I wasn't looking, and he had like a hobo au jus, like he had like a bum juice. I can still feel it. It was something like it's like a film. And I didn't have hand sanitizer, but I had a lighter, and I just like rotisserie cooked just popping bum germs. He's like, I gotta get out of this city.
I got a card from my girlfriend for an anniversary. We've been dating 8 months, though. It's a little weird. She's starting to spring anniversaries on me, you know? You walk in the door, you have no clue. Do you know what today is? I'm gonna say Sunday, but I'm wrong, right? 2 weeks ago today was the first time you kissed me at a Jiffy Lube. I forgot to check my sticker. I apologize. I don't love cards. I think I speak for every man. Right? You ever get one of those really long romantic cards? You're like, this is like homework. It's tough, too, because we won't finish them. I'm going to be honest. We don't finish the cards we get. We don't read them. I'll be honest. And it's hard, because when a woman hands you a card, they stay right there. They lock on you, right? They get in like a horse stance. Like, go ahead, I want to see if it hits you emotionally like it hit me. Men don't give cards. We don't give cards. Like, guy gives a card, it's like he's delivering mail. All right, here, I got your card. Whatever. I don't care. But we don't read them. We don't finish them. We all do the same thing. We open them in front of you, right? We put on the fake smile. Hey. And we give that little head bob to let you know we're finished. All right, yeah. You think we're reading it. We're actually going 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And I'm out. Yeah. Men never know when to throw out a card either, because if it was up to us, we'd throw it out pretty much immediately, right? All right, thank you. What are you doing? I was going to hang it up. I want to hang it up to read it again so I can check it out a little bit. I like checking it out. Women love cards, though. They love it. My girlfriend loves it. You ever give your wife or your girlfriend a card out of the blue, too? They just freak out. They do. Hey, honey, here, I picked up some milk, and oh, yeah, I got you a card. You got me a card? Do you have any idea how many headaches? Apparently not. No, I didn't know. This means you were thinking of me. How long ago were you planning this? Like a month? Yes. Which is another lie, right? Guys buy cards 5 minutes before we give them to you. We fill them out at a stop sign, right? Yeah, I love you, whatever. Couple XOs on the bottom, underline a couple words, right? Then we throw out the little brown bag and the receipt, because that's evidence. You don't want to get caught with that. I've been in the car. You get back in there with your girlfriend 5 minutes later, unexpectedly. You didn't expect for her to be there, and she finds it. You idiot, you bought this card 21 minutes ago. And you got a Butterfinger first, you fat ass. is about the card. They don't represent real life. That's the problem. These cards you get are ridiculous. The big sunset with the two deer drinking out of the pond, creating the ripples of water. That's not our life. It should say, I'm fat, you're fat. See you in the kitchen in 10 minutes. Cards are important to them, though, more importantly than just getting a card is getting the right card. It's got to be like a mood thing and everything. It's got to be the right card for the right moment. They really put their time and effort into getting cards. You ever been stuck behind a woman at Hallmark? When they're shopping for a card, it's like a chess move to them, right?
What happens when you approach 40 is that all of your friends start running a marathon. And I can't be bothered with that. Even for charity, I can't be asked. My rule is, if you want me to sponsor you to run a marathon, I will pay you my money to run a marathon, provided you look like you cannot possibly complete a marathon. I think that's fair. If you look like you'll breeze it, you get nothing from me. Dead by mile 5, £3.50. That's my thing. My friend Josh said he wanted to do a skydive, right? He was really interested in doing a parachute jump. He'd always gone on about it. And he said, finally, I'm going to do it. And I went, good for you. And he said, but can you give me some sponsorship money, right? I'm doing it for charity. I said, whoa. You're not doing it for charity. You're doing it for Josh, right? Because you want to do it. You're doing it for you. He said, no, it's for charity. I said, well, in that case, let's try a little thought experiment, shall we? See if you can follow me through this. How about I offer you double the donation not to do it? And he said, that's not really in the spirit of the thing. Okay, fine, you go ahead. As long as you realise that now I've made you that offer and you've declined, you're now doing a skydive against cancer research. Which is particularly appalling given what happened to your brother, if I may say.
I also don't trust the news. I don't trust the news at all, you know? I only get my news from two places now. The two most reliable, respectable sources of news online. That is TikTok and Twitter. You ever get your news from TikTok? Dude, you'll learn a whole new dance move at the same time. It's fun. That's a fun news place, okay? So we'll be swiping through videos on TikTok and you'll see one that's like, oh my God, did you hear there's been another mass shooting? 3 are dead, 4 are hospitalized, and my makeup is from Goop. It's a nightmare. But Twitter's worse, because Twitter you'll get lost in a whole bunch of other stuff that has nothing to do with what you were reading about. The first tweet in a thread will be something like, da-da-da-da, my opinion on Russia, and then da-da-da-da, my opinion on China, and da-da-da-da, I'll put a foot in my ass on OnlyFans for $5. Da-da-da-da, Hillary eats babies, and then da-da-da-da, I'll put 2 feet in my ass on OnlyFans for $10. And so it always takes me like an hour and $75, but I end up learning about what's going on. It's a lot of foot stuff, dude. Come on, bro. Come on, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I also don't trust like companies that much. Like these companies that have like very strong political stances, it's all for money. It doesn't matter what they're fighting for or trying to rep, it's always for money. I was at a store recently and I picked up a bag of coffee in the coffee section. It has a sticker on it, and the sticker said 10% of the proceeds for this coffee go to the LGBTQ fund to save the whales of the Atlantic. Said all that in one sticker. What's the target demo for that? You know what I mean? There's nothing like a little more broad that we could be support. I support all those things for sure, all of them. The whales, the letters, all of the things. I support the letters, all of the letters. I think we need more letters, honestly. Put some more in the put a plus. There's a plus. Maybe throw a hieroglyph in there, you know, or like a parentheses, equal sign, multiplication. We will PEMDAS our way to equality. Okay. But then like 2 rows over, I saw another bag of coffee and had a sticker on that one that said 10% of the proceeds for this brand go to American-made bullets in Kentucky. And I was just like, yo, can I just, all I want is a brand of coffee that guarantees for every cup I drink, 10% of my insides will come shooting out of my ass. That's all I want.
It is cool. My wife's a black woman. She can say like whatever she wants. Total freedom of speech. It's awesome. But she'll drag me into conversations where I have to be like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but white guys are kind of on house arrest right now. You go ahead. Yeah, black women can say whatever they want, except for Whoopi Goldberg for some reason. They're on Whoopi's ass, man. It annoys me. She would apologize recently for using the word gypped. Yeah, she would apologize to the American gypsy community. She had to burn 30 seconds of primetime TV to say sorry to 4 toothless carnies. Just some guy fixing a ring toss, like, the better take it back. No, man, my wife will just, like, drag me into these conversations where I'm like, I don't know how to respond, man. It's like I invited her on a double date not too long ago. And it was like a kind of a weird situation. It was my friend, he's a white guy, who just started dating this black chick, which first of all, I'm kind of like, that's my thing. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. And then it's like, you don't want to go on a double interracial date. Single date's perfect, just like you guys, like, we're saving the world, we're so tolerant. Once you're in like a double interracial date, now you're like enthusiasts or something. It's just swirling a glass like we like what we like. You know, it's weird. But I told my wife the situation. I'm like, come on, man, we should go. You know, we haven't been doing anything. Let's go on the date. My wife was like, what kind of black is she? It's like, level 2. I don't fucking know, man. I can't possibly answer this. I learn about a lot of white stereotypes too. I hear stuff I'm not supposed to hear. There's a lot of weirdly specific stereotypes about white people you guys probably have no idea about. I always like walk in on conversations where I hear them and I'm kind of like. I just opened my door. I walked in on one recently. I opened my door. My wife was talking to her aunt on speakerphone. It's a cultural thing. And I opened my door. I opened my door. It's a custom. Be respectful. And I just opened the door to her aunt being like, you know, white people don't care about their grandparents. And I was like, ah, damn it, dude. That one's true. That hurts. I didn't know anyone knew about that. How the hell did they know? It's true. My mom calls me every like 5 months. She's like, you know your great aunt Bridie died. And I'm like, Mom, do I? She's like, you have to go. I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. I have to go literally ID the body at the funeral. I go and I'm like, oh, that lady. I hate funerals. Then you have to like try to like talk to a dead person in your head. It's always, I just panic. I don't know what to say. I just like, it's just like I just rattle off some Ice-T would say on NCIS. I'm like, crime doesn't pay, you punk. And I didn't want But yeah, so it's fun though, man. It's cool, you know, being in a relationship like that. I get like, having a black wife is a confidence booster sometimes. Certain situations, it like, dude, like customer service disputes. Bro. Black ladies are like the Navy SEALs of customer service, dude. It's crazy. I'm first wave, I'm the scout. I go up, I'm like, hey, I noticed our flight's delayed. Do you know how long that's gonna be by chance? And like, sir, shut the f up, dude. Sit the f down. I'm like, all right. I always give him another chance. I'm like, are you sure? You'll never guess who's following me up, dude. I just tell, I'm like, it was that lady right there. She comes back 5 minutes later with like a $50 gift card. She's like, we're taking off, throw it on the pile. Yeah, it's not all fun and games, man. We do deal with stuff. We still have a race problem in this country, you know? A lot of perceptual stuff, you know? Like, there's just, like, sometimes you will just be looked at differently, and you know, it is what it is. Like, here's the thing. I bought us a pair of matching sweatpants from Walmart. I thought it'd be funny. It's not. Nobody likes it, but they're these, like, patterned, weird-looking sweatpants, and, like, we still have them, so sometimes, like, laundry just works out the way we're just out of stuff, and we both wear them. We don't even think about it. We'll be out like running errands in our matching sweatpants. And we'll be like arguing in the electronics department at a Target. And I'll see the people looking at us who work there. And I know they're thinking we're one of those crackhead couples. I know what they're thinking. They think, you know those couples that like walk along the side of the highway together? Just visibly bound in failure for all to see. Just, you know those guys? They always make me laugh. I'm like, why the highway? What the hell? Checking Google Maps, like I said, it's going to take 5 days and 4 hours. We're going to take the turnpike. Come on. I love those guys. It's like the heroin Oregon Trail. You see them out there, you're like, God damn. Prospectors. You see their sweatpants catch the wind. You're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Yeah, we argue. It sucks. I hate arguing with my wife. I wish we didn't, but we do. We've been together for so long, it's like embarrassing at this point, you know? Because we don't even have anything to argue about. Our arguments are like, they're like abstract. They're like philosophical battles at this point. They don't even, it's like, my house is like ancient Greece, dude, when we argue. Like my wife, it's like stupid stuff. Like I'll be downstairs, she's like, hey, make sure you load the dishwasher before you go to bed tonight. And my brain does that thing where it's like, delete. Control-Alt-Delete. I don't do it on purpose. My mind's just like, this other thing's more important, and I hate that I do that. But then the next morning, you know, it all crashes down on me. She's like, why didn't you load the dishwasher? And I'm like, I forgot. She's like, how did you forget? And I'm like, you want me to explain the absence of thought? It's a logical fallacy, and I won't. We argue over the toilet seat. That's so embarrassing. I hate that, man. Just so stupid and cliche that, you know. But yeah, she all the time. And dude, I'll put it down. I don't care. I'll put it down. Sometimes I forget. You know, and I'm like, all I'm asking you is just fucking gently lower it. Don't slam it like an asshole. Just put it down. It's not the end of the world. And I'm like, what's the worst thing that could happen by it being up? She's like, I could fall in there at nighttime. Like, what do you run to the bathroom ass first and jump? What the So now I do. I put it down every time, but I also put that little one too. I put that down like F you. I drop that down, and I pee on it a little. You can't win arguments with women, man. They'll just destroy you. It's their game. You think you win, they'll wait like 3 weeks and just f***ing lance you. It'll be like 3 weeks later, and she'll be like, what's up with your teeth? What do you mean? She's like, oh, never mind. I'm like, what the f***? They'll get you with their celebrity crushes. That hurts, man. Stop doing that, man. That hurts us. We were watching the movie Fury. Did you ever see Fury? World War II movie, Brad Pitt, army tanks, awesome movie. We're having a good time. We're enjoying it. Halfway through, Brad Pitt pops out of an army tank. He just like won a battle. He's like, yeah. His shirt's ripped. I'm like, yeah, how does a shirt get ripped inside of a tank? But I'm not ruining it for her, so I'm quiet. He pops out of the tank. You can see like his stomach. My wife didn't even say anything. She just went, Now I'm watching a whole different movie. I'm rooting for the Nazis now. I'm Googling shit. I'm like, yeah, the economy was pretty up. No one wants to talk about it.
So we were at a restaurant. We were at a vegetarian restaurant. Lot of people. I didn't know all of them. And I did. We're there with a group, and I made the mistake of casually mentioning I was not vegetarian. And this one dude, most people are cool. One dude, what? You'll eat a steak? Yeah. Oh, but you don't want to watch them murder the cow. Nailed it. I love my brother. I don't want to watch my parents. You don't have to drag everything back to the point where it's awful. Everything is awful eventually. So I know a couple from back home, back east. The husband did not get vaccinated. The wife did get vaccinated. The husband got COVID. The wife did not get COVID. Do you know why? Because the husband was standing in front of the wife when the wind blew the COVID at them. You can be wrong. It's okay. When did that become illegal? You can make a mistake. You don't lose time off of your life. I was at a yard sale, not to brag. Yeah, I'm a big shot. I go to yard sales. No, we're at a yard sale, and there was this stack of old People magazines. People magazines that were old, not old People magazine. Not like Matlock Watcher, Denture Enthusiast, and my favorite, Extremely Legal. And there was a People magazine from 1986, and the cover story was, "The Most Respected Man in America, Reader's Poll." You know who it was? Bill Cosby. Reagan came in second. True. We made a mistake. We didn't know. He was the most respected man in America. And then he went to prison. And then they let him out. I think they were afraid he was going to commit suafrazzle-frizzles. I went to high school in the 1980s. Every guy in my graduating class had a mullet. Seemed like a good idea at the time. You look in my yearbook now, it looks like I went to high school with a lesbian separatist militia. One day we'll be like that about vaping. Seemed like a good idea. The great taste of steam. And the ultimate example of we didn't know. Michael Jackson. We didn't know. And he didn't give us any signs. Who would have thought that a glow-in-the-dark skeleton who dressed like Napoleon and lived by himself in an abandoned amusement park with other people's children and a feral chimp would have such a creepy dark side? So I was in the airport the other day, and I see this really sweet sight. I see a woman, she's walking with her little boy, and the little boy is walking with his little dog. And it was just like, boop, boop, boop. It was so sweet. And the only thing that was interesting about it to me was that the woman was covered in tattoos, just completely sleeved on both arms, huge plate across her back. And I understand that's normal now. That's culture. I'm just glad it wasn't culture when I was that little boy. Just thinking about the tats my mom would have gotten. Pack of merits and an astrology magazine. Big Gothic font across her chest. Can I have 5 goddamn minutes to myself, please? And don't think I'm not gonna tell your father what you did when he gets home from work. Although God knows when that's gonna be. Because it's Thursday night and he got his paycheck, so he's down at the bar with his friends, buying everybody rounds like we got all the money in the world, and then he's gonna come home and to me that we're broke, like I haven't seen a $20 bill since Johnson was the president. I'm sorry, Mrs. Gould, we're all out of back. Well, find somebody else, I'm still angry.
Now, I don't want to be controversial, but I actually think that sports are a treacherous place for little girls. You know, like, I played volleyball against OJ's daughter growing up. Trail, I'm still alive. No, I did. I played volleyball against OJ's daughter growing up after he got out of jail the first time. For murder. It was crazy. He came to like all the games for 2 years after. And I'll tell you what, it was wild being 10 years old and seeing him on the sidelines. Because sometimes after I would score, I'd just look over at him and be like, wow, we're both killers.
My entourage, my grandma and her friends, yeah, they're in their 90s, dude. You don't feel old around them. Like when I turned 40, I had a panic attack. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it, I'm 40. Around them, they're like, what? What? You're just a child. You're still a child. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still a child. But I feel bad for them because they don't have that in their life. Like when they turn 90, they don't have anybody making them feel better. Like they don't have a friend that's like 150 to tell them that, you know what I mean? When they're like, I can't believe it. I am 90. They don't have a 150-year-old friend like,
first job, I was a teacher. That's what I did. And
First job, I lied to get a job because there were no phys ed jobs. And that completely backfired. They made me teach grade 12 history. I know, I didn't even take grade 12 history when I was in high school. So I'm teaching it, and I'm like the 10th smartest person in the class. That's not good. Awful. No idea what I was doing. Had never taken history in my life. I had to go home every night, read the chapters myself first to learn everything. Then I'd come in and teach it. That's how the whole year was. I'd even assign the homework like this every night. All right, tonight for homework, I'd like you to read chapters 1 to 3, okay? And then stop reading, all right? Don't go reading ahead. Coming in asking questions tomorrow on stuff I haven't learned yet. That's a no-no. We don't do that. Because that's what the smart kids would do. Every day I had this kid, Duncan. Every day he had a new question. Sir, what happened to the Mayan civilization? What chapter's that, Duncan? 15. What are you, a loser? You read the whole book already? I couldn't call him a loser. I could think it. But that's the thing, right? Teachers don't know the answer. We don't admit it. I never said, I don't know. I'd lie. Throw it back on the kids. That was my trick. Oh, is that right, Duncan? Huh. So you think I'm just going to spoon feed you the answers all year, do you? No, that's not how I teach, kids. So thanks to Duncan, I would like the rest of you to go home tonight and look up what happened to whatever he's mumbling about at the back. That was my whole year. It's horrible. I'd have Duncan come up and write the question on the board in big letters. Because I needed to see how he spelled Mayan so I could Google it later myself. Thank God for Google. When you can't spell something, at the top it says, "Did you mean this word, idiot?" Thank you, Google Master. It was horrible. Then you had to come in the next day, take up the homework. Oh, I still don't know what happened to the Mayan civilization. Kids have their hand up. I'm like, put your hand down, Dave. You got a 30 average. I'm not gambling on your answer. Can't ask a kid with a 30 average. I don't know if he's right or wrong. He's going to give an answer. I'm just going to be like this. That's a good. Let's see what someone smarter than you thinks. That's how I had to. Lorraine, can you tell us what happened to the Mayan civilization? And then whatever she would say, I would vote. How many people agree with that answer? There you go, Duncan. That's exactly what happened right there. There's a whole year of that. One kid smoked pot every day. Unbelievable. Pot. This kid would smoke it every morning, 9 o'clock, first period. Walk in stoned every day like I'm stupid. I can't tell you're stoned. It's 12th grade. You stick out like a sore thumb. Teachers aren't idiots. Then I thought about it. I think the only grade that kids could have smoked up before class and walked in without getting caught was kindergarten. That's the only grade. Think about it. You could have smoked up all you want before kindergarten. Stormed into class. No one would know. It took everybody an hour and a half to get their coat and boots off. You smoke up all you want. You'll be taking forever to get your boots off. So would everybody else. You'd be like, God, everybody smoked up today. Look at this. Who's the dealer? Imagine being stoned at the age of 4. That would be hilarious. Trying to get that piece of crap $8 snowsuit off. Remember this thing from Kmart? Had one zipper. Stuttered at your forehead. Couldn't breathe for the first 3 minutes of the day. Got stuck 15 times. You're stoned out of your mind, walking around going, God, it's hot. It's hot. It's June. Why am I wearing a snowsuit? This pot is screwing up my ability to recognize the seasons. What kind of crap zipper was that? One zipper. When only the left leg came out, remember? It started up here, wrapped around a couple times, in case it wasn't on tight enough, where we wrap it up. And then only the left leg, that's how it was made. People making it were like, let the little potheads figure it out. We don't need two zippers. So you're stoned out of your mind and you can't get it off. You're like, I can't get the right leg out. And you're dragging around your snowsuit. You think it's a dead body because of the pot. You're like, well, there's a dead body. You're getting tired. That's a great grade to be stoned. Miss, I'm tired. When's our nap? Oh. Did I miss snack time? I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I was racist in grade 1. Yeah. I didn't mean to be racist. I don't know why I did this. My best friend was a kid named Rami Jahari. That's how he said his name. I don't know why I did this. I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just a 6-year-old kid. He was one of my best friends, but I'd call him over every recess. Rami! Okay, let's try this. Did I say anything? Nothing? Okay, I got some other ideas tomorrow. I'll see you at recess. I do that every day. Then I go to his house for lunch. You ever go to an Arabic person's house for lunch when you're 6? It's terrifying. Everything they say, they sound angry. His father would come in the room. Rama! Mitayaka si tayar makaratia! Okay. My dad would like to know if you like peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. I had a buddy skipped grade 1. Wow. How the hell do you skip grade 1? What are you, big finger painting champion? Duck, duck, goose winner every day? Wow, look at that kid run. Skip him. How stupid do you feel, though, walking into grade 2? You just skipped grade 1. Everyone's looking at you, mocking you. Look, that's the kid right there. Skip grade 1. No, shut up. Heard he's really good at cooperating with others. Remember, I had to do the food groups project. Remember this waste of time? Did it every year. It's like every teacher signed it. It's those teachers that had nothing to do. That was me. No lesson plans. I'd show movies when I taught. This is how selfish I was as a teacher. One year I was teaching geography, and I was showing Rudy. Because I like that movie. Had nothing to do with the class. I'm like, this has nothing to do with geography. Happened in Indiana, okay? But what I would do is I had geography period 1 and geography period 2, the same grade. I would show period 1 the first half, and then I'd just keep it going the second half. They're like, what? Period 2 is like, why are we watching this in the middle? Well, I just saw the first half. I don't want to see it again. I remember doing the food groups, though, every year. So then I assigned it every year. That's how it works. I'm going to do what all my teachers did. But I remember being in grade 1 and we had to do this project. 6 years old, if you're going to do a project and they sign someone with you, you got to be supervised. You can't leave 2 6-year-old boys up in a room doing a project, because I don't know how we got to this. But we did our project. Nutrition. We couldn't spell. Nutrition. And you underline it. Double underline, double. Put a little R with the number. It's spelled wrong. Put R, drop it in. Diary product. We couldn't spell. And then nutrition, underline, and then diary product. And then they post them in the halls for everyone to see. So your parents can come beat you up at parent-teacher night because they see you can't spell and you embarrass the family name. Because your name's this big on those posters. We go upstairs. This is a true story. I don't know what it means. I don't know how we came to this. We finished taping everything. His mom's picking him up in 2 hours. It takes 15 minutes. We're up in my room, 6 years old. I suggest we tape our penises together. And the thing that blows my mind, when I look back on that day, I can't help but think, what are the odds of finding a kid in the whole world to agree to this? I got the one kid in my room. And he wasn't like, he didn't question it. He was like, yeah. Like it's like he was thinking it too. And that's the weird stuff you do. Joey, I'll never forget it. Joey and I are up there. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We stripped down. And we just did that. We taped our penises together and we just stared at each other. We didn't know what to do. Completely naked, just standing there. Thinking maybe this wasn't such a good idea. And then he says, I lost it when he said this. I ended up peeing all over him. And he wasn't trying to be funny, but we were 6 years old. We had just learned the alphabet. And he's staring and he says, he's all excited too. We made the letter H. And that was it. That was our project. I wasn't even a good student. I remember being in grade 6. That was my worst year. Couldn't read very well. And they made you read out loud. Remember that crap? Get rid of this reading out loud in schools. Nobody is listening to the kid that's reading. We're not following, we're doing the same thing. We all sat at our desks, terrified, counting people to see which paragraph we had. That's all you want to know. Which one do I got to read? Is it big? Is it a big one? I can line it up. Kid, before you go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, he's screwing up the order. I don't have the same paragraph now. You always had that one kid, too. Every school had that one kid in grade 6 that was 7 reading years behind everybody. Remember this kid, Bruno? Couldn't go to recess till Bruno finished reading. I was like, what? My life was recess in grade 6. I was the first kid lined up. This is how I stood at the door. 2 minutes before the bell, just like this. Come on, let us go, let us go. My buddies are behind me going, go get the field, Jerry, go get the field. Yeah, no kidding, idiot. Why do you think I'm in my fast position? This is, you think I stand like this all day? No, I don't stand like this all day. See the other kids getting out early, you're losing it. Miss, how come that class? Oh. Because we had to get the field. That's how guys lived. You had to get the field or the court. One kid was sent out to touch a pole. Sometimes I'd be on the wrong field, just holding the pole, no one showing up. That was my whole recess. Come on, where are these guys, man? I got the whole field to myself. You had to get the field or the court. Girls didn't care as much in grade 6. You could have fun with nothing. You could take a little corner of the field and find a rock, and you were, girls, a rock. Come on in, I'm gonna create a game. Everyone's welcome, there's no discriminating, no teams since someone's left alone. I'm gonna draw a box, and we're gonna stand in and out, and we'll dance in and out. It's called in and out, I just made it up, and this is our game. We'll be friends forever. I love it, what a great game. Not us, we had to fight. We couldn't go one day to recess, because Bruno couldn't read, and then the bear licked the honey. I was like, are you kidding me? Why did this kid always yell? He took forever. And then, the BR, that doesn't sound right. Then he'd say the wrong word over and over again, the exact same way. It's like he wasn't even trying anymore. Leikola. The BR Leikola. Can't get this. Leikola. Come on. Shut his eyes sometimes, like he was thinking harder. Leikola. No. You might want to look at the word. To make matters worse, he's the only kid in the class that wouldn't follow the paragraph with his finger. So he'd finally finish reading that sentence, and then he'd read it again. You're like, what the hell? I just heard this half an hour ago. But he'd read it like two different things happened. I didn't know what was going on. And then the BR, Leikola the honey. What? And then the BR, Leikola the honey. What? My book doesn't say that. It was awful. I'm like, come on, Bruno, learn how to read, man. You're 17, it's ridiculous. Put your helmet back on. How come he gets a helmet, miss? Nobody told me why he wore a helmet. How come he gets a helmet? Gets to leave every day at 2 o'clock on his own bus? That's not fair. No one told me I'd show up the next day with the helmet on. Miss, it's 2 o'clock. Bruno and I gotta take off. Our bus is outside, yeah. Poor kid.
I hit a cop car with my car. I don't recommend doing that. I was driving home with my fiance. We were just a few blocks from home. We were passing by this cafe that I go to from time to time. I noticed it peripherally that they were open later than usual. So I turned my head like, oh, they're open later than usual. When I turned back, the words police were getting closer and closer. I rammed into the cop car's bumper, and my fiance, to her credit, didn't say anything, but I could just feel everything she was thinking. I was like, you're right. You're absolutely right about all of it. The cop car, we're at a light. The cop car turns off to a side street. So then I turn to my fiance, like, should we just get the hell out of here? Like, it's like, no, we can't do that. So then I turn and follow the cop and pull up behind him. Now all of a sudden it's like I'm pulling him over. Like, maybe I work for the NYPD now. So then we're just sitting and waiting. Cop finally gets out, ambles over. First thing he says is, bad idea hitting a cop car. I was like, yeah, actually it wasn't my idea. It just happened. Then he was kind of like pacing around. Like, remember when you were a kid and your parents were almost like searching for the punishment? They were beside themselves. So I'm waiting. Finally, he's like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this. I was like, that was my solution. Then he goes, you were never here. Which I thought was almost existential. Like, are any of us ever really, truly here? Then he turns and walks back to his car. As he's about to get in, he turns back and says, oh, are you okay? I was like, yeah, we're fine. Are you okay? He's like, yeah. Gets into his car, drives away. I turn to my fiance and say, I don't know what these black folks are complaining about. That could not have been a more pleasant exchange. I felt safe. I felt protected. I felt like my life mattered.